One of the components about this job switch for the Arizona Cardinals is that Steve Wilks happens to be black. I don't think that this particular firing has anything to do with Steve Wilks' race, but I do think that the NFL has a problem with race. Where is Colin Kaepernick? Why doesn't he have a job? If Colin Kaepernick were a quarterback on this team, would this team not have performed better earlier in the season? But I'll give you a couple of other pieces. There were several black coaches fired today. Every single time there's going to be a justification and an explanation that will make a lot of sense. But at a certain point, you've got to step back and look at the collective aspect of it, which is to say, why were so many of the coaches who were fired African American? Steve Wilks, Ray Rhodes, Hugh Jackson, Art Shell. Why is it so frequent if a coach gets fired after one season that it happens to be a black coach? The problem for me is in the pipeline. You need more black quarterbacks, more black backup quarterbacks, more black offensive coordinators, and more support top down within the organization. Are teams doing anti-bias training? Are teams doing everything they can to make sure that they're not listening to a fan base in a non-scientific way? Because typically the loudest is the group that gets paid attention to the most. There's lots of questions that I have. This is particularly frustrating. In the case of Wilks, he wasn't getting it done. It's a results-based business. I understand that. The frustration comes is that he only had 1 year to prove himself, and I don't think he had enough support behind him.